I am Arcana Vani, your inner voice. Let us begin. How many times have you said the words, "I'm fine," when every part of you knew it wasn't true? You've done it at work, when someone asked how you were coping under pressure. You've done it with family, when they noticed the shadows under your eyes. You've done it with friends, when they saw the tension in your voice. The reflex comes quickly. A polite smile, a quick dismissal, and the phrase that buys you space, "I'm fine." But your body refuses to play along. Your chest tightens, your breath shallows, your shoulders lock. At night, your mind won't turn off and your sleep is restless. You've trained your voice to lie, but your body keeps telling the truth. That's what this video is about. It's about understanding the gap between the words you say and the signals your body is screaming. It's about why you learn to hide behind "I'm fine," what it's costing you, and how you can begin listening to the wisdom underneath the symptoms. Because until you stop gaslighting your body, you'll stay trapped in cycles of exhaustion, resentment, and disconnection. By the end of this, you'll know how to bridge that split and reclaim the calm and honesty your body has been begging for. Let's name the tension clearly. On the surface, composure, control, politeness. Beneath the surface, migraines, stomach knots, jaw pain, burnout. You may even notice your body breaking down in ways doctors can't fully explain. This isn't coincidence. This is what happens when "I'm fine" becomes a mask you've worn so long that it strangles your truth. The body carries what the mouth won't say. And the real danger? You start to believe your own mask. You get so good at performing fine that you stop recognizing the signals of distress until they explode as illness, panic, or collapse. You convince yourself you're coping, but the body knows better. It whispers with fatigue, then shouts with symptoms. And every time you ignore it, you widen the gap between your lived reality and your spoken words. That gap is where anxiety, depression, and numbness thrive. You don't have to live like this. Sensations are not the enemy, they're the map back to honesty. But before you can follow that map, you need to see why you were trained to ignore it in the first place. Because no one wakes up one day deciding to betray their own body. It's learned, it's conditioned. And in the next section, we'll uncover how family, culture, and survival shaped your habit of saying, "I'm fine," even when your body says otherwise. So why do you keep saying "I'm fine" when you're clearly not? The truth is, you were trained to. Somewhere along the way, you learned that your real feelings weren't safe to show. Maybe in your family, emotions were labeled as weakness. You were told to be strong, stop crying, or toughen up. Maybe at school, expressing pain or fear only opened the door to ridicule. Maybe at work, productivity was rewarded, vulnerability was punished, and the only acceptable answer to "How are you?" was "I'm fine." What you call denial isn't denial at all. It's survival. Your nervous system is intelligent. It noticed which parts of you won approval and which parts drew shame. It saw that honesty could get you rejected, mocked, or even punished, so it built a reflex. Override the body, paste on the mask, and perform stability. That reflex kept you safe then, but it traps you now. Every time you say "I'm fine," while your jaw clenches and your stomach churns, you repeat the survival loop. The mind overrides, the body protests, and the gap between the two widens. You begin to see your body as a nuisance. Why am I so tired? Why can't I relax? Why won't this tension go away? But your body isn't sabotaging you. It's signaling you. Fatigue means you're carrying too much. Tension means you're bracing for conflict. Insomnia means your mind doesn't feel safe enough to let go. These are not malfunctions. They're messages. This is the awareness shift. Your body is not your enemy. It's not dramatic, broken, or weak. It's the most loyal ally you'll ever have, trying again and again to deliver the truth you refuse to say out loud. The problem isn't your sensitivity. It's the conditioning that taught you to silence it. Once you see that, you can begin treating every symptom, not as proof of failure, but as data. And here's the empowering part. You don't have to dismantle years of conditioning overnight. The shift begins with micro moments of honesty. Noticing your breath shallow and admitting, even quietly to yourself, I'm anxious. Feeling the tightness in your gut and naming, I'm not okay with this. Replacing I'm fine with something more accurate, even if it's just, I'm figuring it out. Honesty in small doses rewires your nervous system to feel safe again. But awareness without action isn't enough. Once you've seen how you were conditioned and you begin recognizing the signals, the next step is retraining the body. You need a practical, daily ritual that shows your nervous system, you're safe now, you can speak honestly, and I'll listen. In the next section, we'll begin exactly that, a 90-second practice you can use anytime to stop saying, I'm fine, and start telling your body the truth. Awareness alone isn't enough. You can see the tension, notice the fatigue, admit, I'm not fine. But without a new pattern, you'll slip back into silence. What your body needs is a small, repeatable ritual, something quick enough to use anywhere, but powerful enough to rebuild trust between your voice and your nervous system. This is the 90-second Body Truth Ritual. 4 steps. 1. Breathe. 3 slow breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. This signals safety. 2. Scan. Notice 5 zones: jaw, shoulders, chest, gut, hands. These reveal tension first. 3. Name. Put words to what you feel in under 7 words. Jaw tight, I'm anxious. Chest heavy, I need rest. Naming collapses the split between I'm fine and your body's reality. 4. Act. Choose one micro-action. Stretch. Drink water. Step outside. Send a quick boundary text. Close your eyes for 30 seconds. Small acts teach your body, I hear you, and I will respond. The ritual takes less than 2 minutes. But practiced daily, it changes everything. You stop treating symptoms as problems and start treating them as signals. The nervous system learns that honesty is safe again. Instead of punishing your body for speaking, you reward it with care. Consistency matters more than intensity. Morning, midday, evening. 3 quick check-ins train your reflexes to tell the truth instead of defaulting to, I'm fine. A simple phrase can anchor the habit. My body is data, not drama. Repeat it until curiosity replaces shame. At first, it may feel awkward, but over time, the body softens. Tension eases. Sleep improves. Emotions release more quickly. Not because life is easier, but because you stopped making your body carry lies. Still, rituals have limits. They manage stress, but they don't touch the deepest shift, realizing you are not your tension, not even your sensations. In the next section, we'll step into that layer, the presence beneath it all. When you discover this, I'm fine won't be needed at all. Practices like breath work and body scans are powerful, but they still work on the level of managing symptoms. They help you pause, reset, and honor what your body is saying. But beneath all those sensations is something even steadier: presence. When you learn to shift into presence, the storms of tension no longer define you. You realize you're not only the body that aches or the mind that races, you are also the awareness noticing it all. Think of it like weather in sky. Sensations are the clouds, shifting and passing, some heavy, some stormy, some light. Awareness is the open sky that holds them. When you're identified with the clouds, you feel tossed around and overwhelmed. But the moment you notice the sky, the awareness itself, you find space, calm, and perspective. Here's how to practice. Pause for 30-60 seconds. Feel the weight of your body against the chair or floor. Let your attention rest on the contact points, your feet, your back, your hands. Notice the sounds around you, the quiet hums and distant noises you usually ignore. Allow your breath to move naturally without forcing it. In this moment, you're not fixing or analyzing anything. You're simply resting as the awareness that notices. What happens? Sensations lose their grip. Tightness is still there, but it isn't everything. Anxiety may flicker, but it no longer consumes you. You discover that you're the one observing, not just the one reacting. This shift changes your relationship with your body. Instead of fearing or resisting signals, you allow them to come and go, anchored in something deeper and more spacious. And the impact is profound. When you live from presence, "I'm fine" is no longer needed as a mask. You don't have to defend or justify every sensation. You know your truth, and you trust the awareness that holds it. This is not detachment, it's freedom. It's the difference between being lost in every wave versus realizing you are the ocean that holds them all. This is where healing moves from survival to transformation. But awareness alone still needs integration. You need to bring this into daily life. The way you speak, the boundaries you set, the choices you make. In the final section, we'll stitch everything together into a vision of your future self. Someone who no longer hides behind "I'm fine," but lives from embodied truth. Imagine living without the mask of "I'm fine." You wake up and instead of bracing for the day, you check in with your body honestly. A tight chest signals you to slow down. A restless mind tells you to write or breathe before diving into screens. A heavy gut reminds you to say no to a plan that drains you. Every signal becomes data guiding your choices, not noise to be silenced. Integration begins with rhythm. A morning scan grounds you before the world demands anything. A midday pause reminds you to reset. An evening de-armor lets you release what you picked up during the day. These micro rituals stitch honesty into your schedule so it becomes natural, not forced. Integration also lives in language. Instead of "I'm fine," you begin practicing truthful scripts. "I need a minute. I'm carrying a lot right now. I don't have capacity today." These aren't dramatic confessions. They're boundary statements. They teach your body that truth can be spoken safely. And they teach others how to meet you with respect instead of assumptions. Over time, you notice something shift. You stop performing wellness and start embodying it. Sleep deepens. Energy stabilizes. Your relationships feel more real because people finally meet the unmasked version of you. And here's the most surprising part. You discover that honesty doesn't push people away. It draws the right ones closer. The ones who respect your needs. The ones who meet you where you actually are. Your future self is not someone who never feels stress, tension, or sadness. Your future self is someone who no longer lies about it. Someone who can say, "I'm not fine right now," with calm, not shame. Someone who can trust their body instead of fighting it. That version of you doesn't crumble when challenges come, because they no longer waste energy performing strength. Their energy is free for living, creating, connecting. This is the integration. Body, mind, and voice aligned. No more self-gaslighting. No more silent resentment. No more collapsing under the weight of unsaid truths. Just presence, honesty, and freedom. The end of "I'm fine." The beginning of being real. You did not find me by accident. Just as in your dreams, where every face you meet is your own reflection, this meeting was always waiting to happen. I am Arcana Vani, your inner voice, the part of you that watches behind the thoughts, behind the noise. You have searched in many places, books, teachers, voices outside you. But here, you are not being taught. You are remembering. If these words stir something familiar, then allow yourself to return. Subscribe. Follow. Not to follow me, but to continue this conversation with yourself. Each time you return here, you draw closer to the reunion already unfolding inside you. We have only just begun.